Hey, Coach, first off, now you've got everybody, it looks like not only through the draft, but in terms of returnees. What's your assessment of the guys that you're bringing in camp to try and make this team?
Well, I think we're ahead of last year. I don't think there's any doubt we're ahead of last year, but we were ahead of it before the draft just because we had a good returning nucleus. I think that's, and then we had a couple players from the Bucks coming down, so that were cut. So I think we have a good nucleus. You know, it's just we got to put together the best 10 out of the 17 that are coming to camp.
When you take a look at what you have in terms of Chris Hunter, a guy that had a lot of NBA experience last year, 62 games with the Warriors, and Walker Russell Jr., who was great, an all-star here 2 years ago, is that kind of where this team starts in your mind with those two guys, a guy on the perimeter that can handle the ball and a guy on the post that can score it?
Well, you always like to have a point guard and a big. I think that those are two of the real important. I think Wilmot has really improved this during the offseason. I've been really pleased what I've seen so far of him since I've been back. He has really improved. So, you know, there's going to be some competition in camp. If we did our job in the draft, there's going to be some real competition. You can't forget Chris Kramer. I mean, what a warrior he is, and so we're real excited. Our first pick, Obi Manelli. So we're excited about it. You know, I can't wait to get to camp to get my hands on to see where we're at. But, yeah, I think the nucleus is much better than we had last year.
And when you take a look at a guy like Chris Kramer, what does he have to do to come in and make an impact for the Mad Ants? Because obviously people around here like to have that local guy and have seen him play 4 years in college, a couple years at Huntington North. What does he have to do?
What do the players say? Do what we do. He just has to play the way he plays. I think he's more skilled than people give him credit. I think he's going to improve those skills, but I think he's more skilled. I mean, the first thing you think about him, he's just a warrior. You know, he's one of those guys that you look at, if I'm an opposing player, say, I don't want to play against him. And that's the best tribute you can give him. But I also think he's more skilled than people give him credit, and I think he'll show that, and I think he'll develop it when he's down here.
When you take a look at what you were able to do your first year in Fort Wayne, do you feel like, even though there is a bunch of turnover on the roster, do you feel like you'll be able to build on what you did, establish the defensive system that you did, and then take another step this year?
You know, a lot of people ask me that, do you build off the winning 8 out of 9 at the end of the year? And normally I would say no, but when you have some people back from last year that were part of it that can help you translate that over to the new guys. Yeah, I think the winning at the end of the year can carry over a little bit. And plus you have a couple guys in here now that know my system, and it's not completely I'm new, they're all new. Excuse me, we have some continuity to what we had last year.
All right. Anything else you'd like to add, Coach?
No, I'm just excited to go. I mean, you know, you can. Coaches always sound good at this time. You know, we haven't lost a game yet. We're all excited, but I think you can see on paper we got a pretty good nucleus.
All right.